2024 was one of the best and one of the worst years for the Maserati brand, and now we need to figure out if they will be able to get back to the brand they once were. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where it's been a long 12 months for Maserati. The brand is suffering from a 2024 that ended with a 12-month long agony now that 2025 has just set its first page in the calendar. Now, if you were to ask me, Maserati had a great year last year, being in GT2 racing, making their MC20 GT2 race car, delivering their first MC Extrema race car, the autonomous MC20 that did the Mille Miglia, the MSG Racing EV Tipo model, the Special Series MC20s like the Icona, the Folgore lineup, and things like the Tridente boat. Maserati is still doing cool stuff. But what is the problem? I mean, the Trident manufacturer is seeing 2024 as one of the worst years in its more than 100 year of history being among car manufacturers, a condition already known and certified a couple of days ago by a report from the FIM-CISL trade unions that says a lot about the data and numerical findings of a year to forget. Now, I know a lot of you are going to have your opinions, like V8 engines, like design, like pricing, warranties, and everything like that. And those are all valid statements. We'll get to that in just a moment. Now, the months between January and December of the year just ended were not easy for Maserati by virtue of a crisis that has been dragging on since the last months of 2023. And if you were to ask what the future of the Trident manufacturer is heading towards this 2025, it seems legitimate as they have a plan, but at the same time, it seems very complicated. Now, tracing the phases of a 12-month long crisis is not easy, but the beginning of this long agony could be found in the sale of the former Bertone plant at the end of 2023. The year then closed with a drop in sales in order of 49 percentage points less than in December 2022, a double-digit figure that has been largely surpassed by today's data. Now, as mentioned, the data record at the end of 2024 is even more worrying than expressed at the end of 2023. In fact, the Maserati brand production recorded at the end of 2024 stands at 9,760 units produced against 27,166 units produced at the end of 2023. So this percentage is equal to a substantial negative 64%, which undergoes frightening increases if you narrow your gaze at the individual plants where the current Maserati range is actually produced today. Now, after a farewell to the last plant on the 23rd of December 2023, or a farewell to the production of the Quattroporte and Ghibli that were produced there, the only trace of the Trident in the Turin area remains that of the Mille plant. Now, with that said, it's a historic Fiat headquarters where Maserati produces the Gran Turismo and Gran Cabrio, where the Maserati Levante left the production lines at the end of March 2024. Now, the Levante SUV itself guaranteed the Modena manufacturer a significant production contribution with at least 25 units per every day since 2016 against the approximate 8 units produced in terms of the Gran Turismo and Gran Cabrio. Now, if in 2023, 8,680 Maserati branded vehicles were produced in Mille, well, at the end of 2024, the production figure dropped to 2,250 units, about 1,100 Gran Turismos and Gran Cabrios produced, and those sources were from the FIM-CISL. Now, that's equal to a 74% drop compared to the previous year, data enormously distant from the 41,000 Maserati branded units produced in 2017. Now, in the meantime, Maserati production in Mille will remain at a standstill until February 3rd. If you guys don't remember, last week I posted a video about how they've stopped production of the Gran Turismo. So with that said, that factory is on ice until then. Now, things don't go any better when you come to Modena either. The historic Maserati plant, well, that is now used exclusively for the production of the MC20, also available in the Cielo variant. Now, if at the end of 2023 there were 1,244 units produced, at the end of 2024 in December, the figure has plummeted to just 260 units produced that equal approximately 21 vehicles produced each month, for a figure that decreases 79% compared to the previous year. Now, things didn't go any better at Casino, where Maserati produces the Grecale, taking advantage of the well-known economies of scale with the Alfa Romeo Stelvio produced at the same production plant. Now, in 2023, 17,242 Maserati Grecales were produced at the Lazio plant, a figure that, compared to the 7,250 Grecale produced from January to December 2024, certifies a drop of around 58%. Now, proposing a cumulative of overall Maserati brand production proposed in 2024, the Trident manufacturer produced 9,760 vehicles in the 3 production plants at its disposal. The cumulative figure for 2023 instead stood at 27,166 vehicles produced. This is therefore a figure that has decreased around 64% in the year-on-year comparison. Now let's talk about the future for the Triton manufacturer. Maserati today seems to be traveling in sight in a context full of difficulties. In recent weeks, Gianfilippo Imperato, in his role as Chief Operating Officer at Stellantis for Europe, who was the ex-CEO of Alfa Romeo, admitted that Maserati needs a dedicated and separate plan, also adding the plan will be there, but now it is not the right time. Now, in an already disclosed Stellantis Italy plan, Maserati seems to lack a set direction, although some more information was expected to try to mitigate a crisis that is perhaps also an identity crisis for the motor manufacturer. Moreover, the future of the manufacturer in terms of models proposed in the coming years has not yet been defined, at least not officially. Maserati, as of this year, has dropped the Quattroporte, the Levante, and the Ghibli. And for right now, we're not exactly sure what is next for Maserati. There's a need to wait a little longer before putting on the table a well-defined and configurable product plan for the Triton's near future that could also be taken into consideration. At the time, the idea of focusing exclusively on Modena as a production plant for the next Maseratis seems to be gaining ground. So now that we've set the scenario and you've heard the data, what do you feel like Maserati needs to do? A couple of suggestions I did mention in the beginning. Well, I know you guys want the V8 engine back. Maybe different styling, higher quality, adding models maybe like the Ghibli and Quattroporte and Levante back to the lineup. Cheaper cost. I want to know what you guys feel Maserati needs to do in order to get back on top. What advice would you give the Triton brand? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, but also make sure you guys check the link in the description if you want to help further support the channel, and subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And we will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.